Hi, hello students, welcome back to our channel. This is Bhaskar Bora. We are discussing 5th chapter quadratic equation from 10th class mathematics. Now today let us see 4th problem from exercise 5.2. The 4th problem is given as the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. So here in this problem, if we read it carefully, we can notice two things. One thing is that the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. So here what is given? The length of the altitude. The length of the altitude of a right triangle is dependent on the length of the base. So that means we have the relation between the length of the altitude and the length of the base. And what is that relation? Here the length of the altitude is 7 cm less than its base. And one more thing we have, that the hypotenuse length is given as 13 cm. So using these 2 points, we need to find the length of the other two sides. So here other two sides means they are nothing but altitude and base. So we need to find the length of the altitude and length of the base of the right angle triangle. So let us see how to find this. So for this, first let us draw the rough diagram of a right angle triangle. Let us take a right angle triangle first. So here I am taking a right angle triangle with A, B, C, and at vertex A, right angle is there. So now let us label this right angle triangle with the given information. So here what information we have? Here clearly the length of the hypotenuse is given, that is 13 cm. So here what is the hypotenuse in this right angle triangle? The longest side, that is BC. So hypotenuse is always opposite to the 90 degrees angle and it is the longest side of the right angle triangle. So its length is given as 13 cm. So next what information we have? We have the relation between the altitude of right triangle and its base. And how they are related? Here the length of the altitude of the right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. This means what? The altitude is 7 cm lesser than the length of the base. That means if we know the length of the base, using the length of the base, we can say the altitude. Yes or no? Suppose, for example, if we take the length of the base as 10 cm, now can we tell the altitude length? Now how altitude is dependent on base? It is 7 cm lesser than base. That means if we subtract 7 from 10, we get the length of the altitude. So what is the length of the altitude if base is 10 cm? For that, just subtract 7 from 10, so we get 3 cm. And suppose if base equals to 25 cm, then can we tell the length of altitude? For that what you have to do? Simply subtract 7 cm from length of the base. So what we get? 18 cm as the altitude. So here, if we know the length of the base, then we can able to say the length of the altitude by subtracting 7. Since altitude is 7 cm less than the base. Or we can also say if we know the length of the altitude, we can also say the length of the base. For that what we have to do? Simple. Just add 7 to the length of the altitude so that we get base. But here actually the length of the altitude and the length of the base are not given. Simply their relation is given. But what are their exact values we do not have here. So here the altitude and the base are the two unknown quantities and we need to find them. So to find these unknown quantities, first we need to assume any one of these unknown quantity with a variable. So here either we can assume the length of the base or we can assume the length of the altitude. So here I am going to assume the length of the base. with variable x. So let us assume the length of the base as x centimeters. So what we are assuming here, we are assuming the length of the base as x centimeters. Now can we tell the length of the altitude? So to tell the length of the altitude, what we have to do, simply we need to subtract 7 from the base. So here what we assume base as x. So from x, if we subtract 7, we get the length of the altitude. So from the length of the base, that is x, if we subtract 7 centimeters, then we get the length of the altitude, that is x minus 7 centimeters. So now according to variable x, we have the length of the base, that is x centimeters, and length of the altitude, that is x minus 7 centimeters. And it is given the length of the hypotenuse, that is 13 centimeters. Now using this information, let us establish a relationship between these three sides, and so that we can find the length of the altitude and base. So let us write the given information. First, let's take a right triangle ABC where angle A equals to 90 degrees. Now from the right angle triangle, we can write the length of the hypotenuse, that is BC, is 13 centimeter. So length of the hypotenuse, what is that, BC equals to, we have 13 centimeters. Now next, what we did, we assumed the length of the base of the right triangle as x centimeters. So let's assume length of the base of right triangle, that is what, AB, as x centimeters. Now if you know the length of the base of the right triangle, then we can able to say the length of the altitude. So that is what we get here, x minus 7. So therefore length of the altitude of right triangle, that is what, AC, equals to, what we get, x minus 7 centimeters. Now we have length of the hypotenuse, it is given as 13 centimeters, and by our assumption the length of the base is x centimeters and the length of the altitude is x minus 7 centimeters. Now using these three lengths, can we find the altitude and base of this right triangle? So for that we need to establish the relationship between these three sides. So here these three sides belongs to right triangle ABC. That means here we need to establish the relationship between the sides of a right angle triangle. And do you know what is the relation between the sides of a right angle triangle? I think you know it very well. Whenever we recall or remind a right angle triangle, whenever the word right angle triangle comes into your mind, you can immediately recall a famous well-known theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem, or we can say Baudhayana theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? That is, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. What is that? The square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides, which is nothing but hypotenuse square equals to side square plus side square. So let us write the names of these sides here. So here hypotenuse is BC. So now here we have hypotenuse square. So here hypotenuse is which side? That is BC. So we can write BC square equals to side square. Here we have side is, so here we can take base as one side, AB square, and the altitude is the another side, that is AC square. So we get BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. And what is the length of BC? BC length is 13 centimeter we have, so we can replace BC with 13. We get 13 square, and AB, the length of AB we assumed as x. So we can write AB square as x square plus, and AC square we have here AC length we get it as x minus 7. So we can write x minus 7 whole square. Now let's simplify this 13 square. How much 13 square? It is 169 equals to x square plus, now this second x minus 7 whole square is, it look like, how it look like? It is in the form of a minus b whole square, and a minus b whole square equals to what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. So using this formula we can expand this. So let us expand. First a square, in the place of a we have x, so we have to write x square minus 2ab. So 2 into a means x, and b into b means, and b means 7, plus b square means 7 square. Now again simplifying this equation, here x square plus x square will gives us 2x square, and here minus 2 into 7 14x plus 7 square equals to 49. Now on the left hand side we have 169, which is a constant term, so let us transpose this to right hand side. Now what we left here we left with 0, so 2x square minus 14x plus 49, and by transposing 169 to this side we get minus 169. Now again simplifying this we get 2x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169 will gives us minus 120. Now this can also be written as 2x square minus 14x minus 120 equals to 0. Now here if you observe, in all the terms we have 2 as common, since all are the multiples of 2, so we can take 2 as common out. So by taking 2 as common out we get in bracket x square minus 7x minus 60 which equals to 0. Now by transposing to right hand side we get x square minus 7x minus 60 equals to 0 by 2 we get here, 0 by 2 means 0. Now this is the quadratic equation, and we need to find the value of variable x. For that we need to find the solution of this quadratic equation. So how can we find the solution of a quadratic equation? By factorization. So now let us find the solutions of this quadratic equation. So what is the equation that we get? X square minus 7x minus 60 equals to 0. Now to factorize this equation, first we need to split the middle term. So what is the middle term here? Minus 7x. So we have to write this minus 7x as the sum of another two terms, such that the product of those two terms must be equals to the x square coefficient and constant term. So for that let us first find the product of x square coefficient and constant. So here what is x square coefficient? Clearly it is 1, and constant is minus 60. So by doing multiplication we get the product as minus 60. So here we get the product as minus 60, and we need to take a suitable pair of factors for minus 60 such that the sum of those two factors must be equals to x coefficient. Here what is x coefficient? It is minus 7. Now what are the suitable pair of factors for minus 60 we have to take here? so that the sum of those two factors must be equals to minus 7. We want minus 60, so here the product is minus 60. That means the pair of factors that we are going to take, any one of that factor must be negative and the next factor will be positive. And which factor is to be negative and which factor is to be positive, it is decided by x coefficient. So what is the sign of this x coefficient? It has negative sign. So for the bigger factor we have to take negative sign, and for the smaller factor we have to take positive sign. To make sure all these conditions, here we can take 12 and 5. So by multiplying these two we get the product as minus 60, and by adding these two we get the sum as minus 7. So here we need to take minus 12 and 5 as the pair of factors for minus 60. Now using these two we can split the middle term minus 7x. So let us split x square. What is the first factor? That is minus 12. So we can write minus 12x, and next factor is plus 5 plus 5x, and the next term, that is minus 60, equals to 0. Now in the first two terms, if you observe, x is common. So by taking x as common out, we get x minus 12 inside the bracket. Now coming to the next two terms, it is clear positive 5 is common in both the terms. So if we take out positive 5 as common out, we get x minus 12 inside the bracket. Now again we can take out x minus 12 as common out. So by taking x minus 12 as common out, we get x plus 5 inside the bracket, which equals to 0. Here the product of these two equals to 0. So that means either any one of this product must be equals to 0. That means we can take x minus 12 equals to 0 or x plus 5 equals to 0. And here x minus, if we simplify x minus 12, we get x equals to 12, which is one of the solution for the variable x. Or if we simplify this, x plus 5 equals to 0, we get x equals to minus 5. So what are the solutions of this equation? One is 12 and another one is minus 5. So we get one as positive number and another one as negative number. Here what is x in the problem? Here we taken base, the length of the base, that is side AB length, as x, and we know that the length of any side is positive only, it cannot be negative. So here minus 5, which is a negative, it cannot be the length of a side of a triangle. So which value we have to take here? That is x equals to 12. So therefore length of the base of the right triangle is how much? 12 centimeters. Now we need to find altitude also, and length of the altitude of the right triangle. So what is the length of the altitude that we get by our assumption? That is x minus 7. So here we can write x minus 7, and here how much we get x? It is 12. So by doing 12 minus 7, we get 5 centimeters as the length of the altitude. So 12 is the length of the base of the right triangle and 5 is the length of the altitude of the right triangle.